G'day folks, Sapper here with another World of Warships video. Welcome to BLUF, or Bottom Line Up Front, a series where I review ships but give you the need to know first thing and the in-depth meat further on. Think of it as a ship review video but with a TLDR. In this video I review the Tier 7 Royal Navy Heavy Cruiser, Surrey. The bluff for Surrey is that she is a good generalist that can perform well in most conditions. Her poor armour scheme hides a strong ship that has the potential to influence Tier 9 matches. Basic and intermediate players will find her challenging but rewarding with proper forethought. Skilled players will find her strong and reliable. Surrey is like Devonshire but improved, refined and with a comfortable range. She's good enough that you may even think about keeping her. Surrey is a strong and versatile heavy cruiser. In most areas, she is better than average when compared to other ships at her tier, albeit with the less than ideal Royal Navy cruiser armour scheme. Surrey shares many playstyle and general ship characteristics with Devonshire. Much like Devonshire before her, Surrey is a generalist, but she is a better one tier for tier. About her only weakness is her armour scheme. As with the other Royal Navy heavy cruisers, Surrey has a short armour belt and citadel section, meaning she has large bow and stern sections that can be easily overmatched. The consequences are that even when she is optimally angled, battleships will easily get citadel hits or penetrations. Surrey's range is average for Tier 7 at 14.8 kilometres. However, with a concealment build, she has a nice 9.7 kilometre concealment, and that gives her a degree of flexibility and means she can easily ambush enemies. This flexibility is enhanced by the option to be able to carry a spotter plane that she can use to periodically engage in long-range gunnery. Surrey, as with Devonshire before her and Albemarle after her, is highly reliant on concealment to be able to disengage from a fight. Thanks to her subpar armour scheme, she needs to be able to dictate the terms of the encounter where she can get the most out of her reliable guns, heel and torpedoes. Surrey does well top or middle tier, empowered by her heel and good all-round specs. With a little bit of care, she can also do well bottom tier by using spotter plane or terrain to deal damage from safety. Her heel and concealment are great in tense situations and allow her to stay in the fight for longer. Surrey doesn't have the DPM to stick it to a Tier 8 or Tier 9 cruiser, but she can still reliably perform when bottom tier. In most situations with Surrey, you'll engage in one of three types of gameplay: island and terrain abuse, ambushing and ninja knifing, or long-range open water gunboating with a spotter plane. Surrey does each of these jobs well in isolation, however she doesn't react well to surprises. In this, you need to play to your enemy's weaknesses and dictate the terms of the engagement. Onto the build. For modules, as with Devonshire before her, make sure you pick up the range module first, and then the hull. Again, spending free XP to get the range module is a smart purchase and I recommend it. For consumables, premium repair, then heel, and then spotter plane. After that, Hydro or DFAA is your choice. I run Hydro. Now to upgrades. Royal Navy heavy cruisers love to lose turrets, so main battery mod 1 is a no-brainer. Engine room in slot 2, but Damcon 1 is also an option. Then pick up aiming systems mod 1 because guns are your bread and butter. After that, go rudder shift. On to captain skills. By the time you hit Tier 7, you really should have a 13-point captain because not doing so will start to hurt. Funnily enough, compared to Devonshire, Surrey actually does far better without concealment expert thanks to her improved range and spotter plane. First up, pick up preventative maintenance because priority target is fallible information that the enemy can abuse and you lose turrets too frequently. Adrenaline rush for the DPM. Then demo expert or superintendent, you want both for 13 points, so pick whichever one you want first. And then concealment expert. After that, round out your 13 points and then pick up expert loader. And finally, in any order, expert marksman, jack of all trades and priority target. I should note that the last 5 points can really be spent in a myriad of ways for a pure Surrey captain. Higher tier Royal Navy heavy cruisers like Drake and Goliath really need expert marksmen, and the rest of the build writes itself. However, if you are keeping this captain in Surrey, you can get a little creative with the last 5 points. Something like radio location and priority target, or even stack jack of all trades and high alert for maximum repairs. A more common alternative would probably be something like basic firing training and jack of all trades. I personally went for translatability up the line and for general flexibility, which my build provides. For legendary commanders, the Dunkirk brothers work really well in Surrey, thanks to buff jack of all trades and expert marksman. Cunningham can work well, but you almost never get Witherer, so you are better off putting him in Royal Navy battleships. The full bottom line for Surrey is that she is a good generalist that can perform well even when up-tiered, thanks to her spotter plane and good all-round specs. Surrey is the first Royal Navy heavy cruiser most players will feel comfortable in, rather than being constrained or trapped. Thanks to her poor armour scheme, she doesn't perform well under sustained fire, and as such, being able to disengage from these fights when things get too hot and heavy is a key factor to maximising your returns. By effectively using her concealment and heal, disengaging from a fight means that you will come back stronger, and that is a rarity for cruisers at tier 7, and a major reason why she up-tiers so well. For basic or intermediate players, Surrey will play very much like a longer range Devonshire that is a little more comfortable. Her poor armour scheme means that playing defensive when bottom or middle tier is a priority. More skilled players will be able to work with Surrey's good array of strong features to be able to get good results in most conditions, and will not be hamstrung by poor matchmaking. So how does Surrey compare for noobs or skills? Noobometer? 5 out of 10. This would be 6 out of 10 if tier 7 matchmaking was more fair and not just food for tier 9s. Surrey has all the tools to compensate for an average range, but her armour layout just doesn't cut it when compared to her peers. Skillometer? 8 out of 10. Surrey has a great all-round kit that can easily shine. However, she doesn't quite have the DPM or burst damage that others do to pull off big carries from bottom tier. My recommendation is to free XP her range module and pick up her upgrades for a fairly painless grind through to Albemarle. Surrey is a keeper, however there are many good tier 7 cruisers and she may not feel niche enough for some people to hold on to. I hope you enjoyed this BLUF, folks. Please leave me a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. Next up for this series is the Albemarle, which is a bit of a controversial ship from what I've seen. But don't worry, I'll cut through the crap and give you the bottom line up front. In other things, I'm also currently working on something special that I'm hoping to tease soon, something for all of you Commonwealth fans out there. So stay tuned, take care folks, and I'll catch you in the next one.